Welcome to Meet the Biz. I think this stunning woman, I know, this woman was my first television crush. I couldn't wait for the anticipation for the episodes to be shown again, her episodes. She was absolutely perfect. And it was, and still is, one of my favorite TV shows of all time, Batman. And then, of course, there was the classic film that even had her name in the title, To Wong Foo, Thanks for Everything, Julie Newmar. Today, we have actress, dancer, model, Tony winner, Julie Newmar. Hello, Julie. Oh, it is beyond a pleasure to have you here today.
I think I'm loving it too.
Yeah.
Where's your teddy bear?
My teddy, you know, I have, the big teddy bear?
Yeah.
This one?
Yes.
I love this one.
That's so beautiful.
Isn't he great? Since I'm alone in this one-bedroom apartment, this is my buddy.
It's a big apartment. It's got...
It looks big. That's a mirror.
That's a mirror.
Wait a minute. I think we're connected. Are you an Aquarius?
I am a Leo.
Okay, that explains it.
At your balance?
My dad was a Leo.
Did you get along?
We did get along. In fact, I have a picture of him here.
Let me see.
Because we mentioned. This was him in the Merchant Marines.
In the Merchant Marines. Oh, it looks like he's about to break out in song.
You know, and he did sing in high school.
Oh, that is precious.
Isn't it great?
Yeah. Yes, yes. Okay, I got one for you.
Okay, you show me your picture.
I want to show you my picture.
Oh, gorgeous.
That actually was at the opening night of To Wong Foo, thanks for you-know-who.
Yeah.
But that's my son there. That's John Jewl. And I was wearing this beautiful gown.
I love that. It's family. Family's so important.
Picture time.
You know, so many people love and adore you. I mean, I posted on Facebook too. If you had a question to ask Julie, what would it be? And I had the most that I've ever had. And it's just amazing the history you have. And one thing that I bought was your book.
Oh.
Which is so, I mean, I
like the cover.
I
like the cover. Does it? You see what the whiskers are saying?
What yeah.
What does it say? The what's something Catwoman? The conscious Catwoman.
The conscious Catwoman
explains life on Earth. That's kind of a tease, kind of a wake up, kind of a, behind the scenes, kind of lots of pictures in the book.
Lots of pictures. And you know what? I was reading through this at this time and saying, this is like perfect for where we are right now in this world. It's so healing.
Yes. What do you think we should be doing right now how should we be living? What's important now? That's not my dog.
No, it's the dog next door. No, it's not a dog, it's my neighbor. What should we be doing now? That's an excellent question.
Working on ourselves, making what we have better. A lot of people tell me that they're cultivating their gardens. I do that all the time. What are you doing?
I am being creative in creative, but in a real, in a way, it's interesting, in a way that's really from my heart. something that I've been wanting to do, that I've been putting it off. And finally I said, hey, if I don't do it now, when am I going to do it?
What is it? What is that thing?
Well, really creating, like this last week, I finally took the plunge and did the Disability Film Challenge. And I produced my first film about it's called Honey Bunny. And
It's the Disability what challenge?
the Disability Film Challenge.
Film challenge. How did that come into being?
Well, this wonderful, amazing man, Nic Novicki, created it. And then he joined with Easterseals. And every year for the last 7 years, people get together and they have a certain amount of days. This year it was 5 days to create a short film. And right now, all of the films, I think they have 87 up this year. I did a short about love, about this wonderful couple who's been together for 16 years, Blair Williamson and Susie Schallert.
Oh, and when will we see it?
We could see it right now if you want, or I could send it to you.
Well, good for you. My friend Gene Hamm,
Yes.
is a teacher. He has Alchemia. He teaches cartooning to a whole group of handicapped kids.
Yes.
And they're really good. They're funny, 30 seconds, 20 seconds, something like that. And I think it really gets across to people because handicapped people they're more centered in a way. There's more richness quickly available from them. They see to their, let's put it like God center in a more natural way. And I find it very easy to be around. But let me tell you something.
Yes.
I never met anyone who wasn't handicapped. So you see, we're all in the same boat.
Yeah.
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 It's just that we all have different talents.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you know what? It's interesting you say you feel more comfortable. I do too. I feel it, I mean, to me, it's my extended family. The people, even though I teach, but the whole society. And I feel more love too, more acceptance.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
My son is in the other room.
Yes.
Well, here's a picture of him. Let me see. There. That was a Christmas card. From him, I get unconditional love.
Yeah.
So I'm one of the rich people on earth.
That is true.
I'm one of the lucky people.
I just want to sing, "You're the luckiest person." Well, I have to say, I've got my Batman box.
Oh, Lordy.
I do.
Well, that's really brought in a lot of
Lucrative.
Money.
Money.
It's nice, isn't it? It's nice to be famous.
Yeah. How? What is the word when you think about that time? What is the thought that comes to your mind about being Catwoman?
Well, it appears to be an accident, but it really isn't.
Yeah.
I'm not any one thing, singer, dancer, pianist, mime. I really do a lot of things. Actually, I think that every 10 years, I found I changed my career. When I was young, I studied from a concert pianist.
Yes.
And that gave me the rhythm, the ambiance to understand comedy. because comedy has its rhythm. You hear something, you think about it, okay, and then you laugh. You know, so there's timing to that. So thank God for the music. Music's wonderful background, or music saves your life actually. But mostly, of course, I was a dancer.
Oh, wasn't it Prima?
No, I'm
Prima Ballerina?
I'm 5'11".
Right.
So if I'm on point,
Yeah.
I'm head and shoulders. The guy behind me, you can't even see him, you know.
Yeah.
So I have to do comedy. So I could never join a ballet company. But it taught me, like, Burt Lancaster was a gymnast.
Right.
And that was just great when he brought all that talent into his acting. Because his body became the words, became the thoughts, became the transmission to an audience about what the story was all about.
Right.
So it helps a lot if physically you tell a story. Actually, I prefer Saul's words without words.
Right.
But where were we? What was the question?
Well,
Where were we?
I think we were just going through the flow about not just being Catwoman, but a dancer, an actress, a singer.
Yes. Well, then at the age of 24, I was given a part, my first acting role, and big time company, people, stars, and beginner's success, because I had great people supporting me. I won the Best Actress Award. Right. And of course, your audience is much bigger. It's much greater. It's as a dancer, that's a much narrower audience. But basically, I think all in all, dancing was the love of my life when it came to careers.
Yeah.
I really loved dancing.
What was it about dancing? The movement, the feel?
Well, the body, when it's universal in the telling of a story. Everyone can understand what your body is saying. You don't have to learn Spanish or Hungarian or Russian. You see what I'm saying? You don't have to be translated. You have an immediate language that all people experience and understand. Hmm. Hmm.
I know, right?
Good.
I remember seeing you in many different movies, and the way you dance in it, and the way you move your body, whether it's as Catwoman or whether it's on the stage, you know.
So I think that Catwoman, which is what I'm most known for,
yes,
was sort of the combination of talents that I did have, all combined, the physical action and the drama and so on, made it a perfect part for me. And come to think of it, I'm not an agent's dream at all. I'm hard to cast, because does she dance? Does she act? Does she sing? Yeah, I sing. Well, 3-octave range, but I'm not Barbara Streisand. Who is? Or Rosalind Kind. Sweet Rosalind Kind.
one of the best.
So I think we all are in time known for one particular role.
Yes.
You know? Even though you can do many things, and oh gosh knows you're going to fail, not because you fail, but because the script wasn't good enough, or this, that, and the other. We'll blame it on other people. We'll blame it on other people. Yeah. I was always good.
Yes.
I was.
Well, and you on Broadway, you did a show that turned into a film that you got the Tony for.
Oh, Marriage Go Round. Yeah. Yes. Yes.
Yeah. How was that transition? How was the experience to do it on the stage and then do it on film?
It was very different. We had Charles Boyer and Claudette Colbert, stars in the 40s, 50s, 60s, the top of the line, the best.
Yeah.
And then when it came to the film at 20th Century Fox, Susan Hayward and James Mason,
Yeah.
fabulous actors, but not perfect casting. See, because there's comedy and then there's comedy. There's comedy and then this was a kind of champagne comedy. It was very light and the audience participated in the story.
Yeah.
And that's why I think all actors will say to you, well, I'd rather be on the stage.
Right.
Well, there's more reward, more immediate reward, because the audience is reacting to you and also teaching you at the same time.
Yeah.
And you're thinking in the back of your mind, oh, I didn't quite get that laugh tonight.
Yeah.
I wonder why. Should I have turned, it's a teaching career. And then you have a great dinner and drink champagne, go home and sleep, 2 a.m. in the morning.
Right.
And but I also love television. Why?
Yeah.
Because it's a spontaneous medium. If it's best if you're a one-take actor.
Right.
Like Frank Sinatra. I'm not taking a second take. You go off Marlon Brando and do your 30 takes. But I like television for that.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And you were on so much television.
Oh, a lot, yes. All during the 60s and 70s,
Yeah.
with all those various shows. Some of them quite wonderful.
And
yeah.
My boss, who is the head of Performing Arts Studio West, John Pazis, who founded it, he said he wanted to know about a film or a show you were nominated for, and how was it working on My Living Doll with Robert Cummings?
Oh, well, My Living Doll was a gift of a lifetime to me. The president of CBS, James Aubrey, chose me to be this robot. Now, you play a robot. How? Are you going to do the mechanical thing? Are you going to do is the script, does it support you? It's the hardest thing, probably the hardest thing that I've done. It took me 13 episodes to be able to act from the inside out, rather than from the brain telling my body and how to speak.
Right.
And that's then you're flying high, and that's the magic. See, now all the wheels are greased, and you know what you're doing and where you're going, and if mistakes happen, it's all the better.
Yeah.
Because you're in the zone, you're in the flow, you're connecting to that yum. Thank you for asking, dear producer, sir.
Yes. No, I mean, it was such a great, My Living Doll, and so it really, all of your work is so and it comes from your soul. It comes from your soul. You could see it when you act, and you exude so many different emotions. You make people, and you have made people love you from when they were growing up to forever.
Well, there's a big difference in actors.
Right.
The intelligent ones, it seems to come across more easily.
Yeah.
And you look at Streep. What's her first name? Streep. Meryl Streep. Oh, from the very beginning, she had such a richness of First, she had technique. She went to a wonderful school. She was very intelligent. It's why she's the best of the best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's those people who really feel it.
But for me,
Yeah.
give me a great writer. You know, give me great writing.
What was one of your favorite scripts that you've performed in?
Probably the one I wrote myself, or I had to write. No, I once worked with John Derrick.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not famous for his writing, famous for his photography. Of course, he was married to Bo Derek, the gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous one. But I was in a film with him and Anthony Quinn, and it was called Ghosts Can't Do It. Okay. Well, I mean, Bo Derek, who cares, you know, what the dialogue is. But I finally had the courage to say, gee, can I write my own part, please? You know, it's all based on what they give you.
Right, right.
And I was very grateful to him. He said yes.
Wow, that's nice. That doesn't always happen.
That and a good fitting costume.
Oh my God. Talking about costumes, I mean, you patented pantyhose and brassieres.
Yeah. Well, you see, my father he taught engineering in Los Angeles City College. He was also the head football coach. Yeah. And he was the head of the phys ed department. And I think that we make things, we create things for ourselves because nobody's come up with the idea. It's needed, you know. Yeah. I created some pantyhose because in those days they had one size fits all. Nobody. And my pantyhose, excuse me for talking so privately about this, well, the crotch would be down somewhere halfway to my knee. So, but anyways, it was a wonderful picture.
Probably a man developed that, right? They needed somebody who knew the shape and feel.
Don't you say anything derogatory about men.
No, not at all. I love men.
You do?
Yes.
Yes, all right.
Listen, I had a crush on Catwoman and Robin at the same time.
Really? He's
We don't go there.
You know, he was 19 when he got the part.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. Now that was good casting. That was good producing.
Yeah.
And 20th Century Fox gave them enough money to make the show look good. And the reason it didn't go safely into the third year, it was because they cut the budget so much. But we had wonderful writers.
Yeah, you did.
So what are your readers, not your readers, what are your onlookers, what do they want to know? What are the questions?
Well, we have some students here from Performing Arts Studio West.
Okay, first I have to tell the audience that I'm wearing a hat because the sun is light is directly overhead and it makes me squint.
Right. No, but well, the hat, I mean, it's stunning. Just, I mean, you look gorgeous. You always have. And it comes from knowing you. It comes from the heart. So.
No, it comes from the hat maker.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Baron Hats. Got to go visit Baron Hats. Get great hats downtown.
Baron Hats.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Very nice. Oh, one question before we bring on the students. This was from Johnny Rocks Hollywood. Who would you like to see play you in the movie of your life?
Oh, I probably don't know that person yet.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. What a lovely question.
Yeah.
Wow. First, I got to write it. I'm working on it now.
Oh, good.
With a writer. Okay. Yes. Mm-hmm. A biography. Oh. That's what I'm doing during COVID. I'm here enjoying my garden, having wonderful food with my family, which is wonderful.
Yeah.
The weather's been heaven, we know, here in
Ah.
Southern California. And every morning I wake up with, oh, I have something to do, you know, and it's write the biography.
Well, like you said, this is the time to really come from us. We have several students coming in here. We have Amber Dinger. We have Sarah Wright, Patricia Wright. We have Zuli Johnson, and we have Caleb and Judy Hansen coming to see the wonderful Julie Newmar.
Oh, hello. Zuli. With a flower in her hair.
Yeah.
Hello, dear one. Hello, dear one. Aren't you you're clever?
There we go.
She looks like she's been on the beach. See her hair there?
Have you been on the beach?
Oh no, I just washed my hair.
I'm teasing, Zuli. I'm teasing. I have COVID hair. You see, it's all grown out. We can't get to the hairdresser.
I gotta look there for the moon.
Right?
David has COVID hair.
I sure do. It's gonna go.
Down
Oh
to here. Oh.
my gosh. Julie, you have a question for Julie?
In 1950 film, in your movie, Building of Bungalow, how many hours you spend how your body paint?
I got that. It's so in the 1950 film Serpent of the Nile, how many hours did you spend in your body painting, painting your gold body on this?
Wow.
And yeah,
Let me ask you a question. Where did you see that film, that piece of film? Did you see it on YouTube or on? That's very interesting. On YouTube?
On YouTube, because I did research about you,
Oh,
and that's why I'm gonna go follow.
Well,
Hold it.
my whole body was painted gold, and that's a kind of a dangerous thing to do. But they invented something where your body could breathe, because I think it was in gold. One of the Bond films, her body was painted gold.
Goldfinger.
It was probably for 12 hours, you know,
Wow.
to film the dance. And there's a funny part of that story. Back in those days, in the 50s, when you were on, yes, when you were on screen, you couldn't show your belly button. That was something naughty. And I remember I was doing a back bend, you know, in the dance, and I can see on the screen, well, what they did was they took some Scotch tape and they put it over my belly button, and they put the gold paint on it, but only you and I know about that. Okay, don't tell anybody.
Won't tell anybody.
Very, very,
Oh wow,
secret.
that's amazing.
Oh my God.
Amazing.
How about Caleb? Caleb and Judy, how are you?
Good, really good.
Wonderful. Do you have
Caleb was telling me today that he remembered a role that he loved Catwoman, always did love Catwoman. But he remembered another role that he liked a lot. Tell her what it was. What are you
What are your goals for the future?
Oh, what are the roles for the future? Do you have any roles?
Goals.
For you or for me?
Yeah, goals. Yes, yes.
What are your goals for the future? Is what
Your goals. What are your goals for the
Oh,
future?
goals. Oh. Uh, to wake up every morning with something interesting and fun to do. Yes, I think that joy at this time in life is very, very important for my health, for your health, for health. And if you worry or you're anxious or upset, it's just an indication don't do it. You're not in the wrong place. So happiness and joy, I'm having that with my family, and of course I'm writing a book, and I've got 2 other books that I want to do, but they're mostly picture books. I do a lot of photography and pictures and art. So I love working with artists, and I love the computer.
No.
And,
You're muted.
and who's that cute person with the cat ears over there?
It's me.
It's me.
Amber.
Me. Oh, I'm happy to meet me. Me, how are you, me?
Amber.
Oh, Amber. Amber, what's on your mind, Amber?
A cat.
Oh my. She's a frozen cat.
You like to be a cat woman?
I love being a cat woman.
Do you like to be a cat woman?
Do I have to be? What is the question?
Do you enjoy being a cat woman?
Oh, I love being a cat
Do
woman.
you do?
I like cats.
Yeah.
Don't you like cats?
Yes.
Yes, I do.
We have 2 cats.
You
We have two cats.
2 cats. I had 2 cats also in order to watch how they behave, how they move and what their personalities are like. I had cats for a long time, especially when I was making Batman or playing the role of Catwoman. So it's important that you learn from them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that. Good question.
I like
Wonderful. Thank you.
very good.
We have Sarah Wright and Patricia Wright. Hello.
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 Hi. Sarah has, she's nonverbal, so she programmed into this machine.
Yeah.
One's a comment about your garden, and then the other one is a question for John. Your son is John?
Yes.
Okay. So I don't know if you can hear this. We're having a lot of sound issues today, so I'm going to let this play and see if you can hear this.
You maybe it's but okay. Go ahead.
Hi, I just wanted to tell you that I think your garden, your secret garden, is so beautiful. My mom showed me the Facebook LA Times video about your garden, and a secret garden is something my mom always talks about wanting. The Secret Garden movie is my favorite movie, and I used to watch it over and over.
What's that?
Oh wow. Oh wow. Well, I wish I could reach out and give you and pat the back of your head and right down your shoulders, because you're a very pretty girl. And I think you have pink cheeks. Do you have pink cheeks? Yes. Very nice. Oh, yeah, you are a lovely person. You have a beautiful face. Oh my goodness. And you have big glasses that you wear. Let me see those glasses. Show them to me. Oh, yeah.
Sarah,
Oh, they're connected all the way around to the back of her head. Right?
Yes.
going to It's
Yeah.
so interesting too. When Sarah said
What a beautiful face.
she loved that garden, when you went through the garden and your magic garden, when you
Yes.
showed it, because I saw the clip that
Oh.
you did, and
Oh, yeah.
we were talking about it.
Oh, well, is it Sarah?
Yes.
Sarah. Sarah, you're so beautiful. Look at those beautiful pink cheeks. Now, Sarah, let me tell you something. Do you know that there are not just one, there are 4 secret gardens in my back here where I'm looking. And I created them for my son. So I created them for little people when he was very small. Lilliputian, small people. And the steps in the garden, oh, they're only about this big. So when you take a step like this and another step and another step, they're only for children. And we don't let adults in there, hardly ever, because that's where we go and hide out from our parents or bad feelings or something like that. They are our secret places. And I have another secret garden that has animals in it, but they're not living animals. They're, a spider, a snake, but it's made out of rubber. Don't worry. Yeah, and it's really interesting. And then there's a rocking chair there, just big enough for my son. And he sits in it, and I sit beside him on this 50-million-year-old piece of rock, swamp grass it's called. And only for children, only for young people, okay? So someday maybe you'll come over and visit my secret gardens.
Hey, we would love that. I would love that. I'll come with her.
Oh, yes.
Patricia, do you have a question too?
No, I could share that second one Sarah had. She had another question about John, or she wanted to know something, so let her.
Oh, sure.
I have a question for John. Did you ever do any acting? And do you write any music or play an instrument?
That was her question.
You mean
for
John.
your son?
did John do any acting?
Yeah.
Well, let me think. He did. He was with me in something. I know I have a picture of him in the Christmas parade, when we were in the Christmas parade, and he had cat ears and a cat mustache, and he was in a cat suit. He was only 2 years old, and I was in my Catwoman costume, and I rode on the float, that they have in the Christmas parade. And yes, I play an instrument. I play the piano, and right now I'm looking at a picture of my son John, and he's playing the piano like this. That's a picture. But he's deaf. But he's still playing the piano. Yes.
Good.
Oh, so cute. Thank you for asking.
Yes. Well, thank you all for joining and coming to visit with Julie. And Julie, thank you so much. You give so much joy, like you mentioned. We find our joy right now.
That's what we're here for.
I know, right?
Yeah, we want to lift up the world, Yes, get rid of all those pains and things. Oh, there was a wonderful saying during the war when I was a little child. It was a song, and it went like this.
Yeah.
Let me see. Eliminate the negative. What's the first? Accentuate the positive. Eliminate the negative. I like that. Accentuate the positive. Well, you do that if you're in musicals, or you were in musical theater, or you were in comedies, Gotta do it.
Gotta do it. Gotta do it. And a quote that you wrote, you are adored. You are something that no one else is forever and ever.
Oh, that's true. Yes, that's true. Mm-hmm. Yep. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Hello, Batman.
You're a rare lady, Catwoman. You're right on time.
I'm rare. In more ways than that.
I'm glad you decided to surrender. We would have caught you eventually.
Do you think so?
Certainly, there's no escaping the inexorable law of justice. Shall we go?
Must we? So soon? I thought that, well, you know, perhaps we might get to know each other a little better.
Wait a minute, wait a minute. How are you looking here?
Ah,
I love this.
I love that.
Isn't that silly? I just love that. It's such a goofy looking thing.
Oh, it's wonderful. It's so.
Wait a minute. Now that you're talking
Sure,
about
sure,
it.
sure.
Is that sweet?
It's wonderful.
She has such a sweet little kisser.